So lately, everyone has been wondering when are we going to see the second stimulus check? And people are getting tired of hearing anything about the stimulus negotiations or the stimulus talks. The point right now is, are we going to see another stimulus bill or stimulus package pass before November? If you are wondering these things, you are not alone. Right now, people are frustrated. People are tired of waiting. We've been waiting for the checks like literally for months, if not weeks. And people who are on their last dollar, people who are on their last cash, are basically out of cash. And today is September 27th. I can't believe it's September 27th. It's been almost a month since the lawmakers came back from their August break, and we have not seen anything passed yet. So this is crazy. You know, the funny thing is, we're not funny. The really sad thing here is that we do have the next bills due here in the next week, this week. So October 1st basically starts on Thursday of this week, and by October 1st, rent is due. We do have bills, we do have other bills that are due, and people are basically sitting with their hands empty, nothing yet. You know, and the other thing right now that we're seeing are other issues that the lawmakers are facing, and they do have to come to agreement is, they are basically talking about the Supreme Court justice. They're talking about other funding and other issues that are also important. But then again, the same level of urgency needs to be given to the stimulus package and the next stimulus checks, because right now people are going through financial strain, and just a little help to the people will go a long way. We've seen the president come forward, step forward, and take some executive actions to extend some of the provisions and provide some more help to the people. But the unemployment benefits that he signed is basically expiring, or some states have stopped paying those benefits. And right now, millions of unemployed Americans are looking for help from Congress during this period. So America needs Congress to come together for the best interest of the people, to help the people out during this period. I want to know your thoughts about this delay in the comment section below. But let me go right into what we have here from CNBC. So CNBC is saying again that Nancy Pelosi believes that a stimulus deal is still possible as the Democrats prepare a new package. In my last update, I talked about the new $2.4 trillion package that the Democrats are putting together. Remember, the Democrats did pass a $3.4 trillion bill in May, and that was the HEROES Act, right? But that basically got shot down in the Senate. And right now, what we're seeing from them is another bill. They've been negotiating, having the stimulus talks with the White House, because the White House officials, Mark Meadows and Treasury Secretary Stephen Mnuchin, were basically negotiating on behalf of the Republicans in August, and nothing happened. Between July and August, the stimulus talks hit the wall. Nothing happened, right? They couldn't come to any agreement. So the $2.4 trillion that we're seeing right now is basically them coming down $1 trillion. So the Democrats have stepped down $1 trillion, and they are saying that the other side should meet them halfway. But since the other side has not met them halfway, they are putting forth a $2.4 trillion package. And this package right now is supposed to include funding for restaurants, funding for the second stimulus check, and some money for airlines. Remember, the airlines announced last week that if they didn't get any type of stimulus from the government, that they were going to possibly lay off about 100,000 people starting October 1st. And in order to prevent that, they have to get some money. And it's so funny because, again, people have been crying for money a long time ago. People have been crying desperately. Small businesses are looking for money. But right now, I want to hear your thoughts about this. Do you think the $2.4 trillion that both sides should come together and pass it? Or do you think that they should just go ahead and pass the second stimulus check and other key provisions that are needed to get people back on their feet right now? Okay, let's quickly get into what House Speaker Nancy Pelosi said. This CNBC report right here is nothing that you haven't heard before. It's just Nancy Pelosi saying again that she's willing, or she believes a stimulus deal is possible as the Democrats prepare a new package. It does sound like on these updates it's all the same story, but you have to understand the story changes every day. So this right here is a press release from from House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's desk. And this press release right here is an interview between CNN State of the Union with Jake Tapper, and this was on September 27th. So this was posted today, September 27th. Just so you know, this is not old news. This is something that really is happening as of today. So during this interview, basically, the host was asking House Speaker Nancy Pelosi was asking her about the very status of the 2.2 or 2.4 trillion dollar package. And during the interview, this is what House Speaker Nancy Pelosi said about the 2.2 trillion dollar package. So House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, when she was asked, she basically was asked, what is the status of your negotiation with Steven Mnuchin? And theoretically, will you be willing to now go below 2.2 trillion dollars in order to get a deal? And if you don't get a deal, will you offer that as a legislation? So here's what House Speaker Nancy Pelosi said. So she said, look, I have been willing to come down $3.4 trillion. We have come all the way down. So I don't know why the press decides that this equivalent for me to come down further while they are not going up any further. So she's speaking about the Republicans not willing to go up to meet them in the middle, like she said, because she's come down from 3.4 to 2.4 trillion dollars, but the Republicans are still at the $1 trillion ish number, if not lower than that. So right now, this is what she went further to say. So we are having our conversations. When I have a conversation with the administration, it is in good faith. I trust Treasury Secretary to represent something that can reach a solution, and I believe we can come to an agreement. Again, so Nancy Pelosi is still saying that she believes an agreement can be had between both sides. She's believing that they can reach an agreement. But here's another twist. She goes, however, at some point, the public is going to have to see why 2.2 trillion or now 2.4 trillion perhaps is necessary, right? So because the president is in denial of the virus and just resistance to doing anything to crush it, it has made matters worse in so many ways. For restaurants, for small stages around the country, for, again, more money needed for PPP, more money for the airlines and the rest. So we may need more money than that. If both sides can agree to another stimulus package, if they can come to terms and reach a deal on another stimulus bill, when can we see a stimulus bill pass? So here are the dates, the possible dates to see another stimulus bill before November. So the earliest we could see something happen before November would be this Friday, October 2nd. So if they have an agreement, say Monday or Tuesday of this week, we could basically see something October 2nd. But this is a long shot right here. October 2nd is a long shot. And if that happens, then we'll see the House voting on October 3rd, Saturday, and then the president signing on October 4th. But let's just say this is very much likely not going to happen, right? Because you know how they move in Congress. So let's just go and say the last possible date that we could see something, a bill passing before November, will be the Senate voting on October 23rd. So which is about 4 weeks from today. And then the House voting on October 26th and the president signing on October 27th. Again, let me know your thoughts about this in the comment section below. While we wait for Congress to finalize the next stimulus package, you may have to pick up a side hustle or a side gig to get some cash or make some extra money from home. Be sure to check out the video on the left to discover the one-of-a-kind website that pays you hundreds to thousands of dollars to just read out loud. This is a free, simple, and exclusive side hustle, and in this video, you'll discover the step-by-step process to get started today. And if you want the best-kept secret to increase your credit score fast, check out the video on the right. Don't forget to help others find this video quicker by liking this video and sharing it. And also, be sure to subscribe now as we track the latest progress on the next stimulus package. See you in the next update. Be safe and thank you for watching.